Warning, this podcast contains exposed. Oh wait, that's the title. This episode contains B.
Bye.
Warning, this episode contains B. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Unseen on TV podcast for Scream, Season 1, Episode 5, Exposed, which is the title. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Kim, a.k.a. B.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
That was a weird intro.
Yeah. Just
Why'd you mess it up?
Oh, yes. It's all my fault.
It was. This podcast contains B. So, the interesting part about this episode is nobody died.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or did they?
Well, that could become into questionable. Just because we didn't see them murdered doesn't mean we didn't have a death.
Right. So.
Which, that was not where I expected that to go.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go right into that. Because that's one of the more prominent things that happened in this episode. So, we see these two guys blackmailing the mayor. Which,
Jake and Will.
Yeah, it ends up being Will and Jake. So, they're blackmailing him with what is potentially revealed to be the fact that the mayor killed his wife and covered up the body?
That's what it looks like. We're getting information from Brooke, who is saying that was the same time her mother went on this retreat, that she thought that's what she was doing.
Well, she didn't think she was at a retreat. She thought she was like in Istanbul or something.
Or something, yeah.
I don't even remember.
It's not a rare thing for her just to up and go bling, bling. Yeah.
She went away, and then the father like backpedaled over his story. Oh, she didn't really go to this resort. She went to this rehab clinic that I checked her into.
Because she's an alcoholic. That's what we got from Brooke.
Yeah.
Raging alcoholic.
2 months of no contact. But it seems like they're going to be out of contact for a lot longer than 2 months.
Yeah. But it definitely was not where I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be some sex scandal.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what it turned into. Like, that's probably what they were hacking the webcams and all that and stuff to do. Mm-hmm. And then discovered this by mistake.
Maybe.
And I'm wondering now, maybe the mayor didn't kill his wife. Because that's what it made us believe. And TV shows like this, it's always what you don't expect. I'm thinking maybe she just had a drug overdose. Or, some alcohol-related accident, got herself killed, and the mayor covered it up to keep the publicity out, Because it would hurt his campaign run.
It's a possibility, but something like that you could also turn to your advantage in
for sympathy, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's involved in somehow. Maybe he didn't kill her, but maybe it was an accident, but he was there and he got stupid and thought that maybe, I think I killed her, and it becomes this big huge fiasco or some shit. Could be a possibility, though his reaction and the way things were going with, he found out, well, more or less, Jake decided to throw Will under the bus.
Well, before that, Jake breaks the mayor's nose.
Yes.
I think very intentionally. Jake is very, calculating. Very meticulous.
He's definitely got a more darker side than some of the other...
He comforts Brooke by bringing her a pepperoni and pineapple pizza.
Yes.
Right? My favorite. And he knows about the cameras. He knows about them. He's been using them. He's been spying, so he knows exactly where they are. He knows that they have microphone activation, and all this stuff. So he knew exactly what to say, when to say it.
Yeah, he's definitely manipulating. He's obviously, I don't know, maybe his thought process is get Will before he gets me.
Could be.
That definitely could be, since the two of them were starting not to trust each other anyway.
I think what it is that Jake wants everything for himself and wants to cut out his partner Will, which could give him motive to be the bigger killer, the Ghostface killer, not the rapper, but
I obviously we can't say no to everybody, because anyone could possibly be the killer at this point. They could throw it. We don't know, but I don't picture him there. I do think he is doing stuff to his advantage. He is, is using the cameras, knowing the cameras. Of course, he doesn't know that the mayor's watching at that very specific time, but he is saying that, it was all Will's idea, blah, 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 blah. He's also making it look better for himself in Brooke's eyes, because he's obviously trying to get into her pants.
Yeah. It's
so,
a little more than obvious.
Yeah, way more than obvious. So he's definitely using it also in that aspect. He's revealing something to Brooke about her dad, and she's been worried about her mom, so she's getting revealed in the situation. That's a possibility that her dad killed his mother. Her mother.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely possible. I'm not going to throw the theory out there, but I feel like something else may have happened, that it's not as cut and dry and straightforward as we think it is. But in the meantime, all this stuff is being misdirected onto Mr. Branson.
Yeah.
As, was it Audrey and...
Noah.
I always forget his name. Audrey and Noah start searching through the coding, what was on the thumb drive that sent the thing out, and Noah hacks into Audrey's phone. They trace it back to Mr. Branson's computer. It's in their language arts homework. It's attached in there, which could be something that Will and Jake had set up, with the help of Nina and Tyler.
Possibility. There's definitely something after this episode. It makes me really question Mr. Branson. Not just by, because it's possible they just were using him as a scapegoat.
I think that's what it is. I don't think Mr. Branson has anything to do with it.
I don't know. I think he definitely has something on his computer he doesn't want people to see.
That is a completely true statement. I believe that as well. But I don't think he has anything to do with the malware being in the language arts homework. I don't think he's responsible for any of that.
I agree. I don't think that, but I do think that he's up to something.
I think it's a misdirect, so in case something is discovered, like what Audrey and Noah did, that it's pointing in the wrong direction. It's giving you another target,
Yeah. And but like I said, and then the comment he made to them was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of was being weird. It was the way he said it, that whole...
Yeah, that's completely done intentionally for us as the viewers to question him. There's no ulterior motive because somebody said something in a way that seems fishy does not mean they are responsible for things. So
I don't know. It sounded dirty to me. That was blatant dirty.
I mean, there's a character on Pretty Little Liars, which I'm not going to go into who it was or anything like that for people that haven't watched the show or still plan on doing it. There was a character that was being framed, I think it was last season, and they were really, really pointing at this character, and I was just like, "There's no way it's this character. There's no way." And they backed you up against a wall where you had no other choice to think it was this character, and then it wasn't that character. So, and it seems to be very similar to what they're doing with Mr. Branson right now. So I don't believe he's involved at all.
I don't either. I know that but there's something else going on with
Everybody's got a secret.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. We had lies flying all over the place over here.
Yeah, what's
secrets
Kieran's
coming
secret?
Up everywhere. I don't know, but he was damn sexy this episode.
It's gonna be a big, juicy secret. His is gonna be the best of them all, I think.
He's the bad boy. He's playing that. He's got that bad boy mentality. He's got the whole Emma's trying to become better. Like, she's trying to get stronger and not be as the sweet innocent one that she's been betrayed as so far.
Are you too good for self-defense class?
Yeah, and she's getting this stronger personality, which I really like that she's developing.
Yeah.
I like the character she's becoming, and he's adding to that. It's the good girl with the bad boy,
I mean, he
and
took her out on a gun practice date.
yeah,
That's a pretty cool date.
that was awesome. I was like, wow, okay.
And then she became a whore immediately after.
And I mean, he immediately right from the beginning was aggressive. That scene was hot. But oh my god, when she came out of the thing and he like pushed her up against the wall, that was wow. Okay,
Came out of the thing and pushed against the wall. I don't. Were we watching the same show?
Okay, she came out of the defense classes. Okay, I can't remember. Couldn't remember. And he got very aggressive, and it was yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, but it's like they just got through having a conversation. Oh, he could be watching us in the woods. He could have already snuck into the bed of my truck. He could be anywhere watching us.
Oh, I know.
And then she just decides to be a whore and take her shirt off again. Like, she just had a video released, like, less than 24 hours ago. And here you are, whoring it up again. Good job, Emma. Like, I don't understand her. Like, if she even really wanted to do that, if that was a thing, go somewhere that you have the utmost privacy. That's it.
It was the heat of the moment.
Why are we bringing Asia into this? This is not even the time to be listening to that band. Telling you what your heart said.
Oh my god.
Shown in your eyes?
I don't even know anymore.
Now I really want to go listen to Heat of the Moment. So, yeah. What about, I can't think of her name, the reporter lady. What's her name?
Piper.
Piper. Piper picked a peck of peckle peck. Can't even do it. Yeah, so she comes clean with her past.
New info. Yep. We have a murdered father.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun.
Yep, and that's the reason why she's doing podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I could say I almost mirroring her tragedy story myself. That's why I got into podcasting, because her father was murdered.
I was up to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But, so, I'm interested to know more about that story.
Mm-hmm.
Is what she's got going on tying into this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all gonna be connected. She's not here for no reason. The character was brought in for a reason. I think the Brandon James could have been responsible, for all we know. She didn't go into detail.
That was my thought process.
I mean, or it could be the current killer, because there's nothing saying the current killer is the teen.
It's true.
It could be the sheriff, for all we know.
Okay, this is a big like tinfoil hat moment that I freaking had. I think it was stupid. It's probably me being stupid, but we know that Brandon James went through a lot of facial stuff, and we know as things go on, and how good reconstructive surgery has gotten in over the years and things. Mm-hmm. What if? Because it literally could give Brandon James a whole new face.
Could.
He'd look nothing like the person that he was before.
This is true. He could look like Michael Jackson.
He could look like the sheriff. What if the sheriff is Brandon James?
Yeah, it's completely possible.
That was my tinfoil weird moment I had during this episode.
It's completely possible. We get some new information revealed on him. He had a partner, which was Detective Lorraine Brock, who
he used to do drugs with and fool around.
Yeah, they were never an item.
They weren't
together. They weren't. Yeah, they were beneficial friends.
They did drugs together.
Yeah.
So we know that he was a bad boy himself at one time. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if that means he could be Brandon James. We don't know how long ago that was. That could be something as simple as 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling with her being around, that's going to get him caught into a precarious situation, which is going to get Daisy, or what's her name, Margaret, upset.
I definitely say I see her stirring the pot. She's definitely gonna be stirring the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coming on to things. She's coming on to, like, as we obviously we'll see in the next episode, but she's going to start coming on to information on, she's bringing the Brandon James stuff in. She's bringing in all this extra information. She's doing much better job at trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, she pulled Emma into her office at 7 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Have a little talk, but Ghostface had a little bit of a different plan when it came to what was going to be revealed.
Yeah, he wasn't having it.
No.
And which is also kind of entertaining I thought that, she kind of threw what her mom said back in her face. That whole, I'm protecting you. She's like, well, it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah. Mom was not too happy with that remark.
But she's right.
She was.
I thought that she was definitely in the right in that situation. I'm like, if you're keeping secrets from your kids, you can't expect them not to keep secrets from you.
Yep. Yeah, it does go both ways. So, anything else that happened this episode you want to talk about?
I think we pretty much hit like everything that.
I mean, other than that cheesy candlelight vigil.
that we had her get all flustered.
Yeah.
Because he was definitely taunting her.
He did a damn good job of it too.
Very good.
I mean, and then there was Jake and Will got into the fist fight in school, and Mr. Branson broke it up. There was that, but that doesn't seem anything big. But I do want to say the self-defense class, Audrey flipping Will was the highlight of this episode.
God, yes, it was, because she kind of stuck it to him.
Yeah.
Like it was, her protecting her friend. Her and Emma have gotten pretty close.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, you're a douchebag. How do you like it, bitch?
Because it's funny, because Emma had like this guilt for Audrey in the video getting released, and then Audrey had part in Emma's video getting released, and it's like they've forgiven each other,
Yeah, it's. I mean, even though it was an accident, and Emma's she was involved, but she wasn't completely involved in the situation. It was let's let everything, go. Let's just, whatever. We've been through some other stuff. We got some other stuff going on, and we need each other right now. Fuck this stupid idiot this bull crap that's between us right now. That's keeping this, away from each other. Wouldn't it be better for us we're stronger together, kind of thing.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that really was the highlight for me too.
Yeah. So I think that's about it, right?
The scenes was like amazing.
Yeah. I think that's about it for this episode.
Yep.
Next week, the episode is called Betrayed. Emma learns that the latest prime suspect is someone close to her.
Bum, bum, bum.
Latest prime suspect. That does not mean that it's actually the person. It's just the prime suspect. And I did see in the preview they are going to Brandon James' house next episode. They're going to explore. So.
That's what I forgot, because that just reminded me, because it was something. Because I think they're going to turn their attention to Aubrey. Her name?
Audrey.
Audrey, yeah, Audrey. Because they were talking about her aggressiveness, obviously, with her ex.
Yeah. Yeah, because the medical examiner, being the mother, they're like, they all, share a pattern, except for I don't remember her name.
Rachel.
Rachel, yes, that's right. Except for Rachel, Rachel was intentionally left for the medical examiner to get a clue from. So we got to figure out what the pieces of all that is and whatnot.
Yeah, why was it different than the others?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously it was something to do. Obviously, it was something to grab the attention of Daisy.
Yeah, while we did learn about a character's death this episode, there was no direct murder in this episode. Yeah. So,
we're going to imagine there's going to be some episodes where people don't die, and we're looking at. We've already had some very main characters kick the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, we're only 5 episodes in right now. We're coming up on the 6th. We're at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
For this season, As far as I know, that there's 10 episodes, potentially 11. I don't know for sure. But minimum 10. So
I guess we'll see. But I definitely would see that we weren't going to have a death every episode. But there were still some big things going on this episode. And I mean, like we said, we technically had a death, but it wasn't an actual murder.
Right.
Well,
and
we didn't see it happen.
big news on the TV series front. It has in fact been renewed for season 2.
Woo!
Officially as of yesterday. So
Yep. I saw the post.
Yep, super excited.
Yeah. Definitely means
I
it's
was
doing good then.
Yeah, I was kind of worried because I mean, it's definitely not my favorite show by any means, but I'm enjoying the show. And I hate unresolved, like, if they end the series without finding out who the killer is, like, that's gonna bother me more than anything. So I'm glad that it's been, the ratings actually have grown since the premiere, which is usually the opposite of every other TV series. Is they'll hit a peak at their first episode and then the numbers dwindle down, but the numbers actually increased. So it's pretty good.
Ooh.
So I think that about does it. B, where can the people find you?
At HUFFITY, PUFFITY, and also at my graphic design website, which is bria@carbonite.com.
Excellent. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, this hand, PHENOMEDOM. You can also find us, both and others, on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Thank you guys for watching. Until next week.
Bye.
See you later. I'm actually really starting to grow on the new Ghostface voice. I'm really starting to like it. I don't know what it is. I almost forgot what the original sounds like now.
Oh wow. I mean, it's got its own tone, its own darker. Like I said, I liked it. I like that it went to a little slightly darker version. It's still got the same, like, that goofy undertone.
Yeah.
But it's still a little bit darker in spec.
I was about to try to mimic it, but I can't do that. So we're just ending.
So we're just gonna go. Bye.